Hello Pisces, welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie, Blazer the Morky, way too excited today. We've had a blizzard here where I live and there's shoveling and there's plowing and there's all kinds of activity outside. So he just could not remain calm. During the Cancer reading, he had to be removed from the room. I'm here with your reading for the next 10 days. We're going to pull your overall energy, Pisces, and then we'll look at your specific energies, the energies of the person connected to you, and then how those energies mingle and dance in the middle. And we'll close it off with an oracle card for the Piscean collective. Do keep in mind these are general readings, so only take what resonates and leave the rest. I recommend you check out your sun, moon, rising, and north node readings for additional context and texture. And if you'd like a personal reading, all my new 2025 offerings are down below. Be sure to check those out. I have links to social media, affiliate links, all the fun stuff. Like, share, and subscribe. Stay engaged if you like my content. So if you're here, you're enjoying it, drop a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Give it a like. Help out those algorithms because we're building quite a nice community here. I have Frequency Fridays now where I go live and we just have a little community hangout every Friday around 10 a.m. Central. So be sure to check that out here on the channel as well. Okay, Pisces, your overall energy is gemstones. So gemstones and crystals might be really important for you right now to work with. This could also represent, as I'm looking at some of these crystals, clarity, vibrancy, color. Maybe you're kind of coming out of, yeah, you are. You're coming out of a darker emotional period, Pisces. I love that. You're starting us out with the Five of Cups, moving to the Page of Wands, and then moving to the Sun. Beautiful energies. You're really opening back up after a time of emotional processing. So I'm not surprised. Maybe some of you have been using gems and crystals to kind of help yourself work through some of the emotional energies. I see you doing a lot of releasing, maybe a lot of crying, which is good and healthy. We're going to let that process. And it's really moving you into these fiery new energies. Look at this character. She is just cranking it up and she is out there dancing and playing with that wand, and there's curiosity and there's this fresh new energy coming forward. The Sun, an extremely vibrant card. Remember, vibrancy, color. The more you work with the color spectrum and the feel of the colors, maybe through crystals or maybe just through different clothing that you wear, things like that, make it fun because you're really coming out of what I would say was a heavier emotional energy into more lightness, and it feels really good. For the person connected to you, they get the King of Wands, the Judgment card, and the Three of Pentacles. This person's really been evaluating where they're at with their own confidence. They may have recognized in themselves a pattern of overconfidence or something that came across more egoic in the past. They may be working on that aspect of themselves, forgiving themselves, freeing themselves from some of those energies. And it's so that they can work with people better. This person's kind of going through their own character development, I would say, their own personality cleanup here, because they've recognized the way that they've done it might have come off a little too strong. I like their power and I like their confidence, and I think when they're in alignment, they really come across with some powerful, beautiful energies. Very stabilized, very fiery, very passionate person, but maybe they've gone over the top with it sometimes, if that makes sense. And maybe out of phase or out of coherence with certain situations, right? Now, in the middle of the connection between the two of you, you get the Hermit and the Emperor. Wow, two different energies here. Very profound. Your connection with this person, Pisces, is very profound. This is a powerful connection for some of you. This is a caretaker in your life. This can represent father energy, but this can also represent the masculine energy of a husband or a partner. This could also represent the stability of this connection in the number 4, with this being the 4 card of the Emperor, and also a connection which moves you both to be very introspective about yourselves and about what this relationship is. There could be quite the discovery going on in each of you individually, and then as you come together. I honestly, I like these energies together. I don't feel like they're rushed at all. I feel like they're flowing in a nice energy that kind of goes along with your natural flow, Pisces. Could be dealing with a fire sign, but could be another Pisces as well. This could also represent the energy of an authority figure in your life, Pisces, like a boss or something like that. Or just some way the masculine shows up in your life, even if you're masculine yourself, and like a mentor or just somebody older and wiser that you look up to. Let's look at this Five of Cups, this deep emotional processing that you've done. Ooh, Pisces, you're so proud of yourself. You got the Nine of Pentacles and the King of Swords. You're so proud of your emotional processing, and you should be. I know Pisces gets a hard time sometimes for being overly emotional, but in this case, you have processed some really tricky, conflicting emotions within yourself, and this has allowed you to build up your confidence, your physical world, possibly your finances for some of you because of what you've released emotionally. You're a lot more clear. You're a lot more apt to cut through the BS in the future. Remember, I was getting that clarity with the gemstones, like the quartz crystals, and just seeing really clearly, and you know, new colors are opening up to you. The sun is coming up. It's much brighter for you now. And it's because of the fine job you did processing some emotional angst, turmoil, grief there. So well done. It's really allowed you to step into some powerful, stabilized energies where you feel way more confident and clear on things. Let's look at this Page of Wands. So here you are. You're tossing up that wand. You're learning the element of fire. You're learning about transformation. You do have the Nine of Wands. There is a little look back and a little bit of a, I need to be cautious. I need to watch my flank kind of energy. And from an energetic perspective, I think that's important. You do need to watch your flank, right? You do need to make sure that energies that led to what might have caused you problems in the past are no longer lingering around. So some of you may be still working on clearing out some of those energies, but we have the Ace of Cups here. And that's beautiful for opening up and learning how to fill your own cup, learning that you can gain clarity when you feel full, okay? Some of you here, however, are maybe getting a little sentimental, or maybe thinking about a past time where maybe there was a situation for some of you where you did have to be a lot more cautious and watch your back. And maybe you were dealing with a dangerous situation at one point for some of you. And then you got free from that and were able to work through the emotions, create a new life. So for some of you, it's been quite the experience, quite the journey, very drastic, you know, changes for you. So if you do once in a while, like kind of teeter back into that energy of the past, that's natural. That's okay. Let that be a part of your experience. It's just the debris. It's the debris from the subconscious. But your main focus here is experimenting with transforming and keeping your cup full and overflowing so that you can continue this beautiful journey that you're on. For the Sun, you get the Eight of Wands and the World card. Yeah, closing off a cycle. Pisces, for many of you, you know, we're actually in the midst still of moving from the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius, right? And so a lot of you are feeling these energies right now. There may be that look back into those natural Piscean energies for you and what that meant. There may be pieces of that you want to bring forward. So being a Pisces, you're connected to the age of Pisces ending with this World card here, and you're moving through a new portal, but you have a really beautiful outlook with this, and with the joy and the abundance and the warmth of the sun coming in, I think you're feeling like great about moving into this new age and bringing with you the best of the best. Give yourself a little grace if you do find yourself looking back or reminiscing or being sentimental about something, you know. It's not only about what's forward. There's a recognition here for you of where you've come from and what that means. Some of you have built up an amazing life and experience despite maybe coming from a really hard and tough background. And for others of you, it's really about recognizing that you are the gem. You are the gemstone. You are the beautiful crystal. You have the clarity. So there's a real embodiment here of what I feel in your energies. For the other person here, the King of Wands, also clarified by the Sun, like you had on your side, and also the Death card, transformation. This masculine energy that I'm feeling. Now, this could be a woman, but they carry the masculine energy, or they are, you know, very focused on job and providing and things like that. They too are embracing and recognizing joy. They have learned that in order for them to experience that, there has to be this death, not of the ego completely, but of the way that it is being expressed in the world. And so there's transformation there going on. Now, some of them may have tried to, like, oh, I'm just gonna try to kill my ego, but I'm not a big fan of that. I think we need our ego. It's a part of us. Maybe it is more about transcending it than it is about killing it, right? So they may have tried the first route of just, you know, and they shut aspects of themselves down that weren't meant to be shut down. So they had to step back into a place of joy and love and do it from a higher octave, so to speak. Let's look at this Judgment card. A lot of forgiveness that this person had to embark on here. Knight of Wands and the Temperance card. Yeah, I think the energy of forgiving themselves. Maybe they really had some missteps in the past, or maybe they were really kind of like giving me this feeling like they were way too tightly wound or ruling with an iron fist kind of feeling. And I think they've really had to learn from that. They may have hurt someone from their behaviors with their ego. Some of this could represent for some of you Pisces, father energy, where you might have had a strict, disciplined, or maybe even borderline abusive or abusive father here. And there is much repentance going on, a lot of repentance, a lot of asking for forgiveness here. They would like to move on from this rather quickly, but they have learned that with this Temperance card that this takes time and patience, and the cycle of them forgiving first themselves and then giving others time to forgive them. So this could be your connection with your father, or with a mother who was really steeped in masculine energies. Okay. Definitely that's what comes forward. Ego, confidence, masculine, arrogance even could have snuck in there. Again, for some of you, this could be somebody you've experienced in the workplace that just came off like, you know, really harsh. For the Three of Pentacles, they get the Hermit and the Nine of Swords. This person, I think, has found themselves very alone and having to sit with their own energies. And that's why they're having this experience. Now, if this person is on the other side, that would make sense, because in the spiritual realm, they may be clarifying out these energies so that they do not have the same mistakes in the future. But they definitely had some destruction from their own hand, from their own devices here. They created destruction. They definitely are atoning for that. They're repenting for that. They are releasing themselves from that. They're showing me a lot of mental stress that they carried or carry. So if this person is still living, that they carry, and it's part of what they're reflecting on. They're realizing how poorly they relate to others and interact with others, and how important it is for them to get to know themselves better before they continue to repeat such patterns here. And it's going to take this person time. If this is a person you're interacting with or a partner, don't expect it to happen overnight. There's a longer process going on here. Okay, let's look. And I'm called to say that for some of you, this is just an energetic connection, not in the physical. Because your energies are looking more free, Pisces, than someone I would think is like intimately tied to this person over here. I would think if you were intimately, like really like present day, current physical presence all the time connected to this person, your energies wouldn't look so good. So this could be, and I had this come up with Scorpio. For some of you, this is an energy of the past or your relationship to your father growing up or something like that. In the Hermit energies in the middle, you bring in the energies of the Two of Cups and they bring in the Ten of Wands. I feel like there was just so many times in this connection with this person, whether it be a boss, a father, authority figure of some kind, you tried to offer love and balance and partnership, and you could see the higher wisdom of the Hermit here, the higher wisdom of the aloneness needed for this person. Like you knew intuitively they needed to be alone and be in solitude to figure this stuff out, but they saw that as a burden. So if you previously tried to, in your innocence and in your nurturing energies, care for this person, they blocked you. They blocked your energies, even though they were beautiful energies that you were putting forth. They blocked their own selves from love and experience. And somewhere along the way here, they've been course corrected. I don't know if it was a situation or the universe itself, but there's definitely course correction going on for this person. This person may also carry the energies of like warring in the past, like they've been a part of many wars. I don't get that they're necessarily a young soul. They've just bumped up against this war and warrior like archetype, and they're learning to be the peaceful warrior. That's what their journey is about. But that doesn't mean we got to get all super close to them. You know, it seems to me like they need solitude and they need to be with themselves so they can feel that energy and get it healed. Let's look at this Emperor here in the connection. Yeah, you bring in the energy of the Fool. They bring in the energy of the Two of Wands. I really think you in this situation, Pisces, are the more innocent, are the more, what I want to say, your spirit is more clear, your spirit is more pure than this person. This person has to clear their spirit, okay? They have an old soul, they have a wise soul, but they've gone through certain experiences that have just put clouds and darkness in their spirit, and they have to clear that out. And they're still figuring out how to do that. You may have needed them, Pisces. For some of you, you needed this person to show up and be stable and be in that Emperor energy and stabilize the relationship, because maybe they were your elder in this lifetime. Maybe they were your father or your grandfather, somebody you needed to be stable. But I just don't know if they were able to do that without that kind of hard aspect, that discipline, like almost militant kind of energy there. That doesn't work for you. That doesn't work for you. Your spirit is too clear, it's too pure, so that would feel very confining and very, but you've released a lot and you're looking really good here, Pisces. So even though this has come up in the reading as an important relationship, this could be because you are now able to connect to this energy and reflect on it from a much more stabilized place, because you've processed so many emotions connected to it. You've gained so much clarity. So now you're able to deal with it without all maybe the triggering that was happening before. So for you, Pisces, excellent work. So let's get you a card from the Whispers of Aloha Oracle to close off your reading today. And Pisces, you got the number 21 card, On the Lookout. Be alert to the happenings around you. And this comes up with the Gemstones card here. So some of you, by using some crystals or some gemstones for protection, for clarity, that is really going to help you. They are your allies at this time. For others of you, this has to do with watching your flank and understanding how important it is for you, Pisces, because you're very nurturing, you're very intuitive, your emotions run so powerfully. So very important for you to watch your flank. So very important for you to employ healing and emotional processing along the way, because you are such an emotional, powerful being. And so with the wisdom of the owl coming through here, the owl is the symbol of wisdom. The owl can see all the way around. It can turn its head all the way around. It can see what's going on around it. And I think Pisces, your beautiful, pure spirit that you came into the world with has had to learn how to watch your flank and protect yourself. And it's through maybe this experience with this father figure, or this masculine figure in your life, that you've really learned this. Pisces, thank you so much for joining this reading today. It was my pleasure to do it, and I look forward to seeing you next time.